Have you ever seen a city wake up just as the sun goes to sleep? In Japan, it's like watching a whole new world being born. The day's business melts away and the sky deepens to indigo as city lights flicker on. There's a buzz in the air, a hum of energy that signals the city's transformation. I remember standing on a Tokyo street corner, September 3rd, 2025, watching the last bits of orange fade as buildings began to glow. The city's personality shifts. The workday metropolis becomes a playground of light, sound, and food. Streets that were just pathways become destinations, each corner holding a new secret. The air cools, the crowds shift, and the atmosphere turns electric. Suddenly you're not just an observer, you're part of the city's vibrant nightlife. There's a connection to everyone around you, all ready for the wonders of the Japanese night. The transition is seamless yet dramatic. Salarymen rushing home give way to laughter, music, and incredible smells from tiny restaurants. It's a sensory overload in the best way, an experience that makes you feel alive. You want to dive in, no map, no plan, letting the city guide you. That's where the real adventure begins, and in Japan, no two nights are ever the same. When the sun sets, the real show begins. Japanese neon isn't just signage, it's art. Reds, blues, and greens flash and dance, painting the night sky above bustling streets. Giant video screens animate skyscrapers, while glowing lanterns and quirky signs tell their own stories. It's like walking through a futuristic art gallery, impossible not to stop and stare. The river of light pulls you along, and the streets below are just as alive. Locals, students, and travelers mix in a happy, infectious energy. The crowds feel like a warm embrace, a shared celebration of the night. Stand on a pedestrian bridge and watch the famous Shibuya crosswalk hundreds, moving in a perfectly organized dance. Rain turns the pavement into shimmering mirrors of color, a dream for photographers and dreamers alike. Look closer. A paper lantern outside a ramen shop, a blinking sign down a narrow alley. These little lights are breadcrumbs leading you to the city's hidden secrets. The grand and the intimate combine, making the Japanese night visually unforgettable. Every glance reveals something new. It's a feast for the eyes you'll never tire of. To dive into Tokyo's neon wonderland, start with Shinjuku and Shibuya. Shinjuku at night feels like stepping into the future. Skyscrapers covered in lights, streets pulsing with energy. Shibuya's famous intersection is a spectacle hundreds cross in a synchronized flood, surrounded by glowing screens and city sounds. But wander a block away, and the mood shifts. In Shinjuku, Omoide Yokocho's smoky alleys are packed with yakitori stalls and glowing lanterns, a nostalgic escape from the modern city. In Shibuya, winding back streets reveal cozy bars and independent shops, a quieter side where locals gather. The contrast is striking, from epic crowds to intimate corners in just a few steps. These districts are more than their main attractions, they're places to find your own slice of the night. It's this ability to go from the spectacular to the personal that makes exploring Tokyo endlessly fascinating. Every visit feels new. The city's energy is always waiting for you to join in. The real magic of Japan at night is in the back streets, the yokocho. These narrow alleys, marked by a single lantern or a wooden sign, invite you to discover secrets. Step inside, and the city's roar fades to a gentle hum of conversation and clinking glasses. The air is rich with the scent of soy sauce and grilled fish. Tiny restaurants with just a few seats, bars unchanged for decades. These places have soul. Finding them is an adventure. Sometimes a local's tip, sometimes just following your curiosity. A Noran curtain, laughter inside. You take a breath, step in, and are welcomed. That small act of courage leads to unforgettable experiences. Here you see co-workers unwinding, friends catching up, solo diners savoring a meal. It's an intimate glimpse into everyday Japanese life. You're not just a tourist, you're a guest, sharing a piece of their world. These hidden gems rarely make the guidebooks, but that's what makes them special. They're the city's heart and soul, beating quietly in the shadows. Every visit feels like a discovery. This is where the city's true character shines. Let's talk about the izakaya, Japan's beloved gastropub. More than a bar, it's a home away from home, a place to eat, drink, and connect. Many are tiny, with just a counter and a few stools, creating instant camaraderie. You're greeted with a cheerful irashimasu and handed a menu that's half puzzle, half adventure. Point at a dish. Ask your neighbor for a recommendation. People are happy to help. The culture is all about sharing. Small plates of edamame, gyoza, karaage, grilled fish. Dishes arrive as they're ready, making the meal a leisurely social affair. Drinks flow, beer, sake, highballs, and the air fills with shouts of kanpai. These bars are cultural institutions where friendships form and life is celebrated. As a traveler, being welcomed in feels like an honor. You're not just eating, you're part of a ritual. You leave with a full belly and a happy heart. It's a simple pleasure, but one of the most profound. The izakaya is the soul of the Japanese night. Close your eyes and listen. The Japanese night has its own soundtrack. In the big districts, it's a symphony, pachinko jingles, train announcements, the sizzle of street food, and a happy murmur of voices. Move away from the main streets and the music softens. Jazz drifts from a bar, a rock band plays in a basement, pop hits fill convenience stores. The city's heartbeat changes rhythm from street to street. Sensations go beyond sound, warm air from a subway vent. The smooth wood of an old counter, steam rising from ramen. These details ground you in the moment, making the experience rich and memorable. And then there are the smells. Yakitori grilling over charcoal, dashi broth simmering, takoyaki batter cooking. The night air is a perfume of delicious possibilities. These scents are invisible guides, tempting you to explore. Every sense is engaged. The city invites you to discover something new at every turn. It's a full-body adventure. Night in Japan is defined by food, especially late-night eats. Start with yakitori, skewers of perfectly grilled chicken, each part with its own flavor. As the night deepens, ramen calls, a steaming bowl ordered from a vending machine, assembled with precision and slurped in blissful silence. Try takoyaki, crispy outside, gooey inside, topped with sauce and bonito flakes. Or cook your own okonomiyaki, a savory pancake right at your table. Every bite is part of your night's story. Food here is about discovery, comfort, and joy. From high-end sushi to convenience store snacks, Japan at night is a paradise for food lovers. The food is an expression of the culture's love for quality and happiness. Eating is an adventure in itself, and every meal is a memory. Sights and food are great, but it's the people you meet that make a trip unforgettable. At night, in a cozy bar or restaurant, barriers melt away. Sharing a small space and a good time, strangers become friends. You might get a food recommendation from the person next to you, and soon you're sharing dishes and laughter. Conversation flows even with a mix of languages and gestures. You learn about each other's lives, swap travel tips, and bond over shared adventures. These connections add color and depth to your travels. A bartender teaching you to drink sake, office workers sharing stories, small acts of kindness that stick with you. They turn a simple night out into a collection of meaningful moments. These are the memories that last. They remind you that wherever you are, people are good. And that's the real magic of the Japanese night. Why are Japanese nights unforgettable? It's everything at once. Neon lights, hidden alleys, incredible food, laughter, and the freedom to explore safely, even late at night. These experiences open your eyes and heart, showing a new way to celebrate the end of the day. By night, cities become places of discovery and connection. The Japanese night teaches you to slow down, savor the moment, and talk to strangers. The best adventures are often unplanned. When you go home, these memories replay. Lantern light, food, smiles, and the feeling of belonging. It's a mix of joy, wonder, and connection you'll never forget. So, if you get the chance, dive into the Japanese night. Wander, follow the lights and smells, pull back the curtain on that little bar, say hello, eat something new. You'll come away with stories, friends, and a piece of that magical night in your heart, and you'll be planning your next trip before you even leave. That's the magic that stays with you forever.